So I asked an AI to draw images based on brand slogans. Hello community. For the past few weeks, I've been exploring this new thing going on about AI generating images. I don't know if you've seen it in social media and TikTok and Instagram and such, but there's kind of a trend going on of people asking an AI to generate like random images. I've seen stuff like the zodiac signs, gods, Egyptian characters, and that sort of stuff, or mysterious places like the Bermuda Triangle and such. What will an AI generate? And it's been interesting to see all of this content going on, and I got curious and I started generating my own images based on different things. I started trying to be funny. I started trying to generate mysterious characters in my own personal social media channels. I've posted a few of them of the stuff that I've generated, but then I started thinking about how would this work for advertising, and started brainstorming. I'm actually planning to write something and create a video, produce a video based on that. But for now, I had this idea and I thought about slogans, brand slogans. So the question was, if I input a brand slogan, what would the AI generate? And here I have 5 examples. I've generated more, but I'm gonna leave it at 5 for now and maybe do different parts of this video. And what I'm gonna do is just put the image on screen, give you a couple seconds to see if you guess what the slogan and the brand is, and then of course tell you. It's very interesting, the different interpretations that the AI can generate. Of course, I'm gonna just put one here. The one that I thought was the most interesting, but the AI would generate like a new one every time you ask. Actually, the way it works is that you make a request and it will give you options, and then you select which one you want to develop more, or the one you want to upscale and such. So the ones that I got here are very interesting, are not that obvious. There's one that's pretty obvious. There's two that are pretty obvious because it's like they're like in your face, the brand basically. But yeah, let's get into it. And this is the first one. I'm gonna give you a few seconds for you to think which brand and slogan you think this is. There you have it. Which one do you think it is? If you thought it was Skittles Taste the Rainbow, then you're right. This was what the AI generated when I inserted the keywords Taste the Rainbow. Very interesting, very different. The Taste the Rainbow campaign, it's such an absurd and over the top campaign. And it's kind of interesting that what the AI generated is this image that looks like very neat, very kind of, I don't want to say minimalist because it isn't. It's kind of all very visually loaded, that it has some sort of elegance to it, and sharpness and cleanliness. That for me, it was kind of interesting because, we all know the Skittles campaign, and it's so over the top and so all over the place, and so absurd. I was thinking a little bit more chaos in the image, but I thought this was a very interesting image for that campaign. So yeah, there you have it. That's the AI interpretation of Taste the Rainbow by Skittles. Here's the second one. I'm gonna give you a few seconds to see if you can guess. Okay, so what brand, what slogan you think this is? If you thought it was Apple's Think Different, then you're right. But I would have never guessed that was the brand and slogan. So yeah, it's interesting because we all know that Think Different campaign. Actually, I think it's my favorite campaign of all time, where we have the portraits. We had the portraits of important personalities, the crazy ones, in black and white. And then, I prompt into the AI, just Think Different campaign by Apple, and this is the result. A very colorful, in contrast to the original campaign. You can see here in the image, the entire background is kind of her hair. First of all, it's a female, right? In the campaign, we had both females and male characters. But here, for some reason, it chose, and for all of the results, it chose to portray a female. And as you can see, the hair is in different colors. You have like yellow, red, blues, different kinds of tones of blue, that kind of cyan. And then even her eyebrows are in different colors. And then you have this very deep red on her lips. And then the lighting of the face also seems to be colored, like on her right. Kind of has this purplish kind of tone. It's similar to my light, actually, which is interesting. But yeah, this is the Think Different by Apple. And this one I'm not even going to, this is one of the obvious ones that I was actually talking about. And it's the Let's Do It by Nike. Interesting. It's very minimalist image. I want to say it's very Nike as well. It's very, along the lines of a lot of the stuff that they do. Very interesting that it went to soccer right away. And again, you get different approaches to the result that the AI will give you. And a couple of them were very direct. It was like just a shoe, which, being that that's too literal, let's say, I thought that the more conceptual ones were more interesting, of course. And most of them were this kind of image where you see a soccer player. Interesting, the framing that it takes. You don't even see the ball, and you don't even see a shoe. And also something that I noticed, the AI will never put the brand. So maybe there's something in the code that kind of has an impediment for the AI to generate an image showing a brand name or a brand logo. So it never shows the logos. In this case, of course, you can't tell what the brand is gonna be, but it doesn't necessarily show it. It's one of the less interesting, let's say, that I got. But nevertheless, interesting to see how an AI will portray the Nike "Let's Do It" slogan. And the next one, this one. Few seconds to see if you guess. So, which brand and slogan do you think this is? Actually, having worked on the brand, I kind of see the tonality, the colors, the framing, the kind of the feeling of the image, and it makes sense. But if I didn't know the brand, again, I would have never guessed is this brand. And if you guessed is McDonald's, I'm loving it, then you guessed right. And to me, it's very interesting because the first thing you would have thought is it was going to generate a burger, maybe the fries and that sort of stuff, maybe the arcs. But no, it generated this portrait of a young lady. The tones are very warm. It feels kind of soft. It actually feels more kind of CG than real. I got like the Apple one. The lady looks photorealistic, and in this one it feels more like a Pixar character, which is interesting. This is McDonald's. I'm loving it. It looks like a young lady going to school or something like that, or some sort of academy or something. I mean, I don't really know what to say about the things that you see on her shoulder. It could be like a backpack, something, but it doesn't really feel like a backpack. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting that it generated some sort of a young student, I want to say, in this very CG-like, Pixar-like style. So yeah, this is McDonald's. I'm loving it. Let's go to the last one. And this one is very obvious, and to me it was very funny. So I'm not gonna give you a few seconds to guess because it's in your face, but it's really funny. And this is it's fingers licking good. It seems like it drew kind of an ad in front of a restaurant, because as you can see in the background there, it seems like it tried to draw the KFC restaurant. But yeah, this is the character that it drew. It's very funny. It has some elements of the KFC character, but not with the white hair and kind of Asian looking person, I want to say. I think I'm saying Asian looking because of the other images that it generated, which were very similar to this one. This one was the funniest one, so that's why I picked this one. But it did generate a bunch of other ones, and for some reason the character was very Asian looking, and this one is not as much. I want to say now. I think it was more because I had those in my memory. The guy's hand, it looks very deformed, so again, it was that imperfection that the AI generated there. But it went in an approach a little bit more literal, I want to say. I think it was trying to portray someone licking his fingers. But yeah, this is the fingers fingers licking good. And there you have it. Those are interpretations by an AI of brand slogans. What do you think? What do you think about this technology? What do you think about AI? Have you been playing around with it? Well, with AI generating images, generating ideas? I've got to say, it's very cool. It's very cool. And I'm gonna be writing and producing a video for Tainment here, talking about how I see this technology evolving in the industry and such. And also I'm gonna be generating more slogans, so make sure you stay tuned for those. Also, make sure you hit the like button. That will help us a lot, and subscribe. Don't miss the notification bell. Hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I post something here. As always, I am Francisco, better known as Tigre, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao, community. Quick note that I forgot. Make sure you join our Discord server. The link is in the description below. I'm gonna be posting the full high-res images that I just shared here in this video. You can watch it in detail, get them for yourself, or whatever you want. So make sure you join the Discord server.